It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Desperados, towering tight end. He's over 1,100 yards.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down.
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the
touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Desperados will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone or maybe just one or two receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, it's Bell. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, we don't run up the middle. They can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now an inside give to Bell. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Desperados are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Mahomes going to throw.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And his guys are going to get the football at their 7-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
That goes for a gain of 31.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted. I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck is on his side.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Peoples-Jones. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line. This is Neal. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Kttn now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have.
And he lost the football. On one of the linebackers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that's a great play for that defensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Steps away to his left. Running right through it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception in the contest.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Desperados have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes.
Complete to Mooney on the slant.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mahomes now on 1st down.
There's Mooney with another catch.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes to throw once more. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. pressure, and they got to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be taken at the 10. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
He's on his way.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Tua hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it on one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And his kick is indeed good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he returns this to the 22. Boston's offense ready to go again.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll give this to Bell running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there.
From the left hash, this from 37.
And Johnson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
3rd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken in at the 22.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. Austin's offense ready to go again.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Now it's Mahomes again. He finds his man complete. That's Saunders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Channing Tindall, the one who got to it to drop it. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Flushed out right.
Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd down, it's Bell.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Solo left Zion.
Tua sets up to pass it.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Mahomes going to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Now here's Mahomes. That is caught, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
First down, San Francisco.
And again, it's Mahomes. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players who somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. He finds Wilson. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll check it down to Bell.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. This will be caught by Brown. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive. Here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the 4th quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One final try for Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.